Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at Psalm 56, 120, and Psalms 140 through 142. Again, we're going through the Bible chronologically, so some of this stuff may not make sense as we put it together, but when you read it, you'll remember some of the things we talked about in the book of 1 Samuel. All right, so Psalm 56. This is a theme of fear creeping in a moment. So David wrote this psalm when the Philistines captured him in Gath. Look at 1 Samuel chapter 21. He's afraid, but instead of letting fear control him, he turns that into trust. He says in verse 3, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." David is honest about the danger. Enemies twist his words, plot his downfall, and wait to ambush him. But then he says something amazing and beautiful in verse 8. "You have kept count of my tossings, put my tears in your bottle." This is how God sees him. God sees every tear, every sleepless night, and David walks forward not because the danger is gone, but because he knows God is for him. Psalm 120 is a cry for peace in a world filled with lies. This very short psalm kicks off the songs of what we call the Songs of Ascent, a collection that is sung on the way to worship in Jerusalem. The psalmist is tired of living among deceitful, war-hungry people. He says in verse 2, "Deliver me, O Lord, from lying lips, from a deceitful tongue." It's the cry of someone who longs for peace, but is stuck in a world of tension. And then Psalms 140 through 142, they deal with this plea for protection from the wicked, a prayer for integrity in the midst of chaos, and then this prayer from the midst of a cave again. So chapter 40 or 140, David pleads with God to protect him from violent, scheming people. "Deliver me, O Lord, from evil men. Preserve me from the violent men," in verse 1. These enemies lay traps and speak poison, but David's trust is clear. "O Lord, the strength of my salvation, you have covered my head in the day of battle." That's verse 7. And then Psalm 141, David wants to stay clean in a dirty world. "Set a guard," he says, "O Lord, over my mouth. Keep watch over the door of my lips." And then again in verse 8, "But my eyes are toward you, O God, my Lord. In you I seek refuge." He wants God to be the one who guards even the words that come out of his mouth. And then 142 is a prayer from the cave, maybe written from the cave of Adullam when he was overwhelmed and even alone. He pours out his complaint in grief. "No one cares for my soul," in verse 4. Then in verse 5, "You are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living." All these psalms remind us that God hears every cry, whether we're surrounded by enemies, worn out from conflict, or alone. That's how he treats you and I as well. Be well, friends.